are you doing in here?
Tracy, my darling daughter. It's a lovely morning, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's humid and disgusting.
All about perspective, dear.
Why so cheerful? The chosen one is playing hooky.
I thought that would please you.
It's proof that he is not taking ELQ seriously.
Time away from the office can only improve his job performance.
How many more employees do you want to pay to not come into work? We need bodies in the building, Daddy, to run a business.
Maybe I could fill in.
You're kidding.
Hello, Tracy. Miss me?
Whatever you're here for, the answer is no. Daddy, kick her out.
Oh, nonsense. Skye knows she's always welcome. I was so pleased when you called and asked her to stop by.
Has she hit you up for money yet?
I happen to be in town for the Skipper School fundraiser Jax has organized.
Of course you are, because you're so good at being 3 sheets to the wind.
I don't plan on going out on the water, but there's the reception back at the hotel later, and I thought that was a perfect opportunity for me to visit and catch up with everyone in Port Charles.
That's optimistic. You're assuming that there's anybody in Port Charles who wants to see you besides this old fool.
I did stop by the house first. Alice answered the door. She was very welcoming.
Oh, I hope you'll stay with us.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
Oh, we have plenty of room.
Oh, yes, I did notice the house felt empty. You must be proud of yourself, Tracy. You've managed to scare everyone away, haven't you?
And that must be why you came back. You thought there was a vacancy.
Did I hear you mention Michael?
Well, yes, this is his office.
Mm-hmm. He's a summer intern.
And he is already showing his Quartermain genes. The kid has a real knack for business.
Well, I think it's wonderful you're going to try to use Michael to bring the whole family back together again. I think that's exactly what Alan would have wanted.
Right.
Don't you dare mention my brother. You convinced him that you were his daughter and you were nothing but a grifter after our money.
Relax, Tracy. I'm not here for money. I have all the money I need. There are more important things in life besides money, like family. Maybe if you'd paid attention to yours, your husband wouldn't have run off.
I have a meeting. Sign off on this or we'll lose the deal.
I'm sorry, Edward. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
No, don't bother to apologize. It's a real pleasure to see you stand up to Tracy.
Oh, you've always been so kind to me.
So tell me, my dear, what are you really up to?
This looks wonderful.
Well, it's not like I did anything but pick up the phone and tell them what I wanted. Is mango okay?
I love fresh mango. Is there any yogurt?
I'll have to bring up some.
No, don't go to any trouble.
It's a phone call. Well, that's the way it works down here. I tell them what I want, they make it happen.
No, I just don't want some poor waiter to have to bring up a bowl of yogurt from the kitchen.
Abby, my dad owns the island. Food service is one of the perks.
I can make do with this cottage cheese. I'm flexible that way. Sit.
You sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
All right. What?
I'm not used to seeing you like this. So relaxed. Maybe even more confident.
Well, like I said, I spent a lot of time here growing up. That's one of the best times. Whole family, that's one of the best times I ever had here.
Yeah.
My mom and dad both loved the beach. My mom, she grew up in Florida, and she said coming to the ocean is the best place to lose all your problems.
Well, it seems like it's working for you.
I always loved when my dad brought me fishing, but the best time was when he brought me out in a speedboat. And I was young and everything, but he'd open up the engine all the way and he'd let me drive. And that was a rush, how the boat would just skip over all the waves. And every single time the boat hit the water, it'd make this booming sound. I mean, you can literally feel the speed.
We should do that sometime. We could rent a speedboat, take it on the lake back home.
Well, we can do it this afternoon right here.
Well, I thought we were flying back to Port Charles.
I want to miss out on a day like this.
Well, what about work?
Abby, it's already taken care of.
Joss.
There's a great beach on the other side of the island. We can take a speedboat down there.
Wait, first just tell me a little bit more about how you got us out of work.
I called up and told them we're not going to be in.
That's completely irresponsible.
Edward won't care.
Well, Tracy and Asher will. I mean, they're counting on us being there.
Tracy doesn't want me anywhere near ELQ. She's going to be absolutely thrilled I'm taking a few days off.
A few days?
So, Abby, aren't you having a good time? What?
Well, that's not the point, Michael. I just got this job. I haven't banked any sick days yet. I mean, I don't get paid unless I work.
I already called payroll. You're going to get a regular paycheck.
I don't want people thinking that I'm unreliable. I mean, I want to keep this job.
Abby, the job is yours as long as I'm there.
How about when you're not? I mean, how long until you decide that you've had enough of wearing a tie and playing this Quartermain air?
Okay, yeah, I don't really care about ELQ one way or the other, but I like working with you.
Michael, it's a game to you. I mean, and that's only fair. I mean, you are still so young and you're just trying to find yourself, but I have already made bad choices. I can't afford to make any more. I have to keep this job, even if I lose you.
So you like that? Yeah.
You know, your visit here couldn't have come at a better time. Do you remember the deal that you put together for Curtis Crandall?
Of course. That was quite a coup at the time.
Well, it seems that they want to revisit the original agreement, saying they want to recapitalize, but I think they're trying to cut us out.
Well, I'd be happy to review the original deal and make some recommendations.
Oh, that would be most helpful.
Although I'm not too sure Tracy's going to be happy about that.
All the more incentive for you, my dear. But Tracy was right about one thing. You didn't come back here for a charity benefit.
I'm sure it was just a courtesy invitation from Jax. He couldn't imagine that I'd fly all the way from London to attend, but I happened to be in New York, and I was at loose ends.
Always the mistress of deflection.
Oh, Edward, really, I promise you, I'm not going to do anything to upset you.
Don't bother to tell me why you're here. It'll be more fun for me to find out for myself. So welcome back, my dear. You have been sorely missed.
Are you still here? Where's my father?
Edward didn't say, but if I had to guess, I'd say he's probably having lunch at his club, as usual.
Give me that file.
Hey, I'm still a shareholder.
Save the song and dance for my father. You don't get a say in ELQ.
Well, I see control is still an issue for you.
And I see you're still a conniving bitch, latching on to any wealthy family you can. The Chandlers, us, even the late unlamented Lorenzo
Really,
Alcazar.
Tracy, I think you should take some time off, travel, see the world.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? If I took my eyes off the purse strings.
It must be so exhausting looking for ulterior motives around every corner, under every pillow. No wonder you look so ragged and worn out.
I've shut you down before. I'll do it again.
Maybe you suffer from a guilty conscience. They say that people who are the most suspicious usually have the most to hide.
The boat's getting prepped. We can leave anytime you want, and I told the kitchen to pack us a picnic lunch.
I haven't even agreed to stay, Michael. I mean, not that you asked, you just assumed that I would.
Well, I wanted to surprise you and do something nice. I didn't realize it was going to be such a problem.
Just try to see it from my perspective. I mean, this is my chance to get into the ELQ legal department.
And you still can. Abby, don't say you have to do it without me, because you won't. But I love you. And sooner or later, you're going to have to realize I am not going anywhere.
I'm sorry if I overreacted.
Oh, maybe just a little.
ELQ is my best, my only shot at a real job. And even if I got in there because you got my butt through the door, I have to keep it on my own merits.
You really want to leave? Okay, I'll tell them to get the plane ready.
By the time we get back to Port Charles at this point, the office is going to be closing.
That's true.
And it is a really gorgeous day. So I might as well take advantage of it.
Okay. You're absolutely going to love it here, Abby.
What exactly will we be doing on our brief visit?
Oh, don't you worry about that. I got it all taken care of.
How did you go from being a... You certainly have moved on. Somebody has extravagant taste.
Would you
and
give me
fondness
those?
For, and look,
Oh,
there's a card.
it's addressed to me.
Tracy, I said you should wear orchids. I hope you start with mine. Anthony. What have you been up to while your husband's out of town?
None of your business.
Anthony. The only Anthony I know is Anthony Zaccara, but he's in prison. Isn't he?